the show?
Yeah, it was a good time. Long. I was so tired all weekend. I don't know why.
I'm
Even
still
Thursday
tired.
going in, I was exhausted. I missed Pen Show after dark because I was sleeping.
Well,
And,
technically, we missed it at dinner.
well, yeah, but I was
But
sleeping
the
when we
rest of
got
it,
back for a while.
yeah, the
Yeah,
rest of it we missed.
yeah, it was quite the whirlwind. So,
And then how many years was that for Baltimore for you?
um, Baltimore opened back up in 2022 after COVID.
Wow.
They were the last show to actually have a show before COVID came. Um, and then Atlanta was the first one to cancel. And then Baltimore and Atlanta were the only two that were closed for 2 years, I think,
Wow. So there's a little bit
or
of a
two
gap for you.
shows. So I would have been back in 22 probably. So I've been
22.
going since then.
Nice.
So this would be what, 22, 23, 24, my 5th year.
Wow. This was only my second, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
It is.
That's the show where I first met Lauren with Lucky Star Pens.
Really?
Yeah, we knew who each other were, but we never talked. Had met, so we met there, and then things kind of steamrolled, and now we're making all these projects together, which is great. So
That's
one of the
amazing.
benefits of doing pen shows is the connections you make, both in friendships and in business, of course. Um, so it's I definitely look forward to that show every year.
Your new one with her looks amazing.
Yeah, the Infinite Cosmos. I would show it off here on my computer screen, but I have no power at the house. I'm running off my little flashlight, handy dandy flashlight. Um, but
That's called commitment.
but yeah, if you don't want to let our friends down, if anyone was really planning to be here, don't want to disappoint anyone, but if you go to the Lucky Star Pen website, look at the Infinite Cosmos. That pen is, she still has some available. There's also a matching color versus ink that's really, really nice looking. Um,
I love her
it
ink.
wasn't in at the show,
No, it didn't make it
but
in time. I've
yeah.
got
So
both bottles from last year, her last year's colors. I absolutely love them. I'm still using them.
which ones were they from last year? I can't remember.
I can't remember the names. One was like pink with a green sheen. I absolutely love it. It's in
Oh
my
yeah, I have that one. I don't know if that was last year's or if she just had it. It's called Lucky Galaxy.
yes.
That one there?
Yeah. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I have that in a crazy stub. And I
But that's
absolutely love it in.
the only pink ink I own, but I like it a lot. Um, and then I also have her original Lucky Star, and it's a blue,
Oh, pretty.
like a really dark blue. And then there's I'm sorry, probably a little off screen here. I'm looking in my drawer full of ink for the other one, but can't seem to locate it right now. But it's more of a black. It's called Lucky Star 2. Um, that's a really nice ink also, but like I said, I can't seem to find it. I'm not going to dig in there too much. Yeah, she has some pretty cool inks. I'm really not into the shimmers too much, but those
Yeah.
ones are pretty nice. So hello everyone. Got a few people saying hi there.
Hi everyone. That's awesome.
And so yeah, so that was a fun project as always. We do a pen almost every year in Baltimore now, and we often do another one in DC. Um, she's going up to the Yoseka Stationery Fest.
That's
That's
awesome.
coming up. So she committed to a table up there. I'm pretty sure she said yes. When I was talking to her the other day, if she does that, we're gonna do a thinner pen for her. We're gonna use my it's thinner than the Slim West was my Morningside model. So we're gonna do a pen in that material if she does it. Um, and then she'll have some of my nib holders up there and just some random ones that she'll be selling also, or selling them for me. I mean, she'll do like a commission consignment type deal.
Yeah,
So she'll sell what she can and then send the rest back to me, just to see
that would be
how they do up
fantastic.
there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'd love to get my nib holders in their shop up there. So I figure this is a good opportunity to get them in front of the right people's faces.
Absolutely,
Um,
yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see what Yoseka brings this year and what vendors come in, and they got a lot of Japanese vendors, and it
yeah,
was fun because they were kind of posting throughout the festival, so you got to see what was there even though you didn't get to go. So it was kind of like
right.
you were there in a way. I loved all their interviews they did.
Yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, it's when's it? I can't remember the date on that now. It's the weekend before DC, I think.
It is, yes.
It's the end of
I want to
July.
say like, yeah, July 31st through August something. It's a few days before DC.
Yeah, and then DC starts on like the fourth or fifth,
Yeah,
whatever that whatever that Friday is.
yeah, there's
Thursday, Friday.
not much time in between them. But I remember the year that Yoseka happened, they were after DC. So a lot of people were just going from DC to Yoseka. So I'm wondering if the reverse will happen now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Um, it'll be interesting. A lot of there's a lot of overlap between the two, but there's also a lot that don't overlap. So
Yeah.
tough call. See what's going to happen, and then what was your take on Baltimore as a you guys were pretty busy back there at the Florida fountain pen table. Right behind us is good having you guys as neighbors again this
Yeah.
year. Have a lot of fun. But what's
Yeah,
your
that
take on
worked
the
out.
show?
That worked out fantastic. I mean, there seemed to be way more people there this year than last year. But
Yeah,
last
I
year, I
was.
think it got hit because the federal workers had just been laid off right before the show.
Yeah,
So it was steadily busy. It was just consistent. Usually it'll be peaks and valleys, and it was just straight through crazy steady. So that was good at least to see.
yeah. The Saturday seemed to be the more crowded day.
Yeah,
Um,
which
but
is kind of expected,
yeah, but
mostly.
but Friday there is always a good day for me.
Yeah,
Sales wise and such. So yeah, but you got the people that kind of follow you online that sort of they're looking for something and they don't want to not get it. So they come rolling in pretty quick. Um,
right,
and and then Sunday, yeah, it was considerably slower, but there were still people there.
right. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I love Baltimore. It's a great way because that kind of kicked off our pen show season. So it's always a fun way to do
Yeah,
that. And it's usually so many months in between because we did Orlando in September, and last year I was able to
and that's
sneak
the
in
last
Ohio,
one you
which was
did,
great, but it still
right?
seemed
But
like
you went
forever.
just you went more for your
Yeah.
channel
Yeah.
as opposed to selling with Joe
Right. Yeah.
for Ohio. So yeah.
Crazy.
Now, so what's up next for you?
Atlanta Pen Show, like a week and a half.
Uh,
It's coming up quick.
coming up, yeah, that's
Coming up very quick.
yeah, it's getting to be that there's pen shows almost every single month and sometimes more than one a month now. It's
Yeah.
uh it's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I had more time to make pens because yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big problem for me is the still working full time that I can't keep inventory up. I've not done commissions since almost I I would say like July of last year, just
Wow.
because I bet between I've had a few big collaborations that I knew I had, so I couldn't interfere with those, and then with the pen shows and stuff, I just couldn't keep up. But
Right.
I'm hoping, because now I have a lull until June when at Triangle. I don't do anything till then. So I'm hoping to open up my commissions like the end of next week, or not like Monday, but like maybe the following Monday. So I'll
That'll be
be
nice.
announcing that on Instagram. But Ruben said it was a fun show in Baltimore. And so, is there any particular exciting things happening in Atlanta that that Joe's going to be releasing at your table, or that you're going to be doing?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
He added a lot of more Noveler and Omas, so that was really fun
Okay.
to see. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, they
Omas,
were kind of at your table a good bit in
yeah.
Baltimore,
Yep,
delivering some inventory for you.
yep. And we got
Um,
some new Viscontis, and he has a bunch of pens now, ton of different brands, which is kind of nice, and it's fun getting to learn a little bit of all of them. And
yeah.
then hopefully we'll have the new Esterbrook that was just released. I don't know what their time frame is,
Oh,
but
the
the
what's that one called again?
Rockstar,
Yeah, right, right, right.
it is stunning. It is a perfect blend of like a purple blue glitter and has a
Yeah,
glitter ink to go with it. So of course I want it in a
good.
stone. But we'll see. We'll see how what the time frame is on that. I'm not sure what, but
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. And then you picked up something at Baltimore, right? What was your
yeah.
call?
I picked up some material. I picked up 5 rods. I got them here. Can't really show them real well because they're like about 3 feet long. But they are these. Let me do them one at a time. Different ebonite rods.
Oh, wow.
This one is like a red and black,
Yeah,
which is I made a pen with that one. Um,
beautiful.
this is my shady side model. If it is for sale, it's not on my website yet. If anyone sees it here and likes it, you could either email me through my contact form on my website or hit me up on Instagram. Um, this is going to be really interesting. I've not made a pen from this rod yet. It's like some blues, oranges, like a terracotta orange, green.
Ooh,
I believe there's a little bit of a creamy color in it. I don't know if you can, how well you can see that.
yeah, fairly well.
Okay, that's in focus, kind of.
Wow.
Um,
Got all
what else
sorts
do
of
we
colors
got?
in there.
Yeah, this one here, it's kind of subtle. It's like a green with like a more of like a khaki tan that fades into like a very light red. And I have a pen from that I just made. Another shady side model.
Ooh, very
So
pretty.
it's got a little different look. I like it. And then I'll just show you the last two together since I got it down a little bit now. Like a blue and cream, couple colors of blue. I want to call it a purple. I don't know, depending
Kind of
on.
looks
It's like a
purple.
blue purple blurple, and then the other one's like a red and blue, and that's it. That's all I got. Um, I almost forgot he was going to be there selling them. I walked by, I was like, "Oh, I need to get some of that," because I meant to get some in DC last year, but um, he only takes cash or PayPal, and I didn't have any money in my PayPal account at the time because I had just taken it out, and so I didn't get it. And I had my checkbook there for some other things I had to pay some people for, and I asked him if you take a check, and he took a check. So yeah, so we got those,
That
and
worked
now we
out.
get yeah, yeah, and then
You've
let's
been hard at
see,
work.
yeah,
That's crazy. Those look
always
gorgeous.
making plans.
You kind of have to just to keep up for the year.
Yeah,
In
we
a
do.
way.
It's a real I won't say struggle because it's fun, but it's a grind
Oh,
sometimes.
I'm sure it's a
And
balance.
yeah, and Audrey, my wife, helps me a lot. So it's not just me making all these. Like all my nib holders that I do, like she'll take the rod and she'll turn it down to the final diameter I need, and then I shape them. And
Wow.
then in the really busy times, like it's called like a mandrel. It's like a metal piece that the pen part screws onto. So like I'll thread like a cap, a bunch of them, and then I'll set that up on the lathe, and she'll turn all the caps down to the diameter I need, and like I'll shape them. Then she'll do the bodies, and I'll shape them. I do all the sections myself because they're a little bit more finicky,
Yeah,
and she doesn't want to break any. I get
I
mad.
don't blame her.
Yeah, so we do, we work a lot as a team with this, and she does a lot of the balancing the checkbook for it, for the business. Like I do all the, like in QuickBooks, making sure things are categorized correctly, but she takes the actual statement and reconciles it on my checkbook, and she does a lot of she pulls all the pens out for shipping. I print the labels, and then she packs them. So yeah, we work together pretty well. And
That's awesome.
thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Said you liked the first one in the green. Then who else? Chanel said
Hey,
they're very
Chanel.
cool. Thank you. Oh
Chanel,
yeah,
look,
that's Chanel from your
I have your
buddy.
mug, Chanel. It
Right,
is
right.
from Orlando.
Okay.
She was my
Yeah.
defense for the Florida fountain pen table this past Orlando Pen Show.
Table security
Mhm. Mhm. She did an excellent
is
job.
good. And
Absolutely.
then now, do you? Oh, oh my gosh, I totally drew a blank here. What's the show? Are you guys doing Chicago?
The Stationery Fest or the Pen Show?
The Pen Show.
The Pen Show, no, I was kinda looking into it. I don't know if I can get up there this year, but a ton
Yeah,
of people claim like it's an amazing show. So I'd
it's a
love to
nice
go.
show.
Hopefully,
I have done it.
yeah,
I hope to get back, but
yeah,
not this year, unfortunately.
yeah.
But it's
It's quickly
I have a
approaching
short
too.
list of. I am adding a show this year. Um,
Nice.
Probably against my better judgment, but I'm going to be doing Empire this year.
Oh, awesome in New York.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of weird because we're looking into taking the train from Pittsburgh,
Oh, that'll be an
and it's like a
adventure.
9-hour train ride. And I'm like, yeah, we talked about this in Baltimore. I'm worried about getting motion sickness on the train.
That's
So,
that's a
hey,
possibility.
there's
Dave.
Dave
Hey,
Dollars just
hi
popped in.
Dave.
Um, since he's here, we're going to talk about this anyways. Um, at the Little Craft Festival, Dave is going to have my nib holders there. So if you're doing a little craft fest, or is it festival?
Little Craft Fest.
Fest. I'm sorry. I apologize to the Little Craft Fest people. But Dave's going to he's going to have an assortment of about 20 of my nib holders there. So please stop by the table and check out his awesome pens. Dave makes a great pen, 0.06% better than River City Pen Companies from the Pen Maker Challenge. Um, And so, yeah, he'll have those there along with his pens. So please go and support Dave as well as the little Craft Fest group.
That was such a fun
And,
show last year.
and are you going back with Ruben?
We're planning on it. I can't
Good.
wait. Last year was so much fun. I couldn't imagine what this year will bring. It seems like more people know about it, and the tickets sold out crazy fast, and they might be expanding a little bit, maybe. We'll see. I don't know what they have planned. They had a huge, massive room that was great because tables were set up. You could eat, you could relax, you could unwind. They also had a photo booth there for you to take
Oh,
photos with a wall, and it had balloons, and it was crazy. So it was so much fun, and I can't wait to see what they do this year. They knocked it out of the park last year.
maybe Florida Fountain Pen needs to do that for the Orlando Pen Show. A little
There
photo
you go.
booth action.
There you go. I don't know
And how did
where it
they?
would
So it
go.
had its own camera and everything there. Or it was just like one of the rental
Yeah.
type photo
I
booths
mean,
that
it
you get
was
for like
2 or 3
weddings and
women were
stuff.
running it. Yeah, 2 or 3 women were running it, but it ended up, I think, was it printable? I don't know if it was printable or if we got an email. It was one of the 2. But it was a nice keepsake. It was awesome. Um, but yeah, I can't wait for Florida Stationery Fest, be able to have something over on this side of the East Coast, a little closer to the South
Yeah.
for Atlanta, Georgia, Carolinas, Florida's. I mean, Florida alone is such a massive state that people don't realize. And we don't have too many things that come around, or they'll just be a day. So it'll be nice that Florida Stationery Fest will be 3 days. And Cast of Japan is coming. The Washi Station's coming. Dave Dollar's our bronze
Nice.
sponsor. Thank you, Dave. He's
Oh,
gonna be,
nice.
yeah, he's gonna be getting coffee one day. And then our local stores, Sam Flax and Lighthouse, jumped on board with
Right.
gold sponsorship. So it'll be
Great.
a wonderful time. Great community, a lot of artists, a lot of, hopefully we'll get some crossover from Orlando Pen Show coming over and new people. So it'll be fantastic. Just be one
Um,
huge art fest for the weekend.
yeah, Pen Freak Frisco said hopefully that you go, and I think we're talking about the little craft fest here that her, Shannon, and Veronica will be there.
Is that
And
I think that's Michael. Hey Michael. Yes, we're hoping. We're hoping it all works out. I can't
yeah,
wait. It was so much fun
and
last year. I love Houston.
Dwayne said they're excited for the Florida Stationery Fest. So there's one
Yes.
person coming that we know.
There you go.
So
And
do we?
the weekend passes are already sold out, and
Wow.
we're down
Great.
to single days, so it's exciting.
Right,
It'll
good,
it'll
goods.
be
And
great weekend.
yeah, I'm really excited for all of you to get that to support something like that or a pen show. It's just there is a pen community here, but it's not. There's a small pen group that meets once a month, and and then you obviously you meet other people around that are from the area, but it's just not a good coordinated group. To we Frank from Federalist Pens was asking about why isn't there a pen show in Pittsburgh, and I was like, I just don't think that there's enough to support a show. Um, so that's kind of So I just travel around everywhere else. That's all right though. That's fun too.
There you
Get to
go.
see places I've never probably would have gone otherwise. So
Very true. Very, very true. I felt that way with St. Louis Pen Show. Going to that probably wouldn't have been my first place to think to go visit, but I absolutely loved it. The people were amazing. The area
did you
was
go over to
super
see the
fun.
arch?
Well, we were in our Pentaprice van, and a baseball game was getting let out at the same time. And there was
Oh,
really nowhere between dodging people and then trying to find a spot for the van. It did not go well. So we kinda drove around the base, but, I think it's on the docket again for this year, so I think next time we'll just park it at the hotel and Uber. But I'm very claustrophobic. I don't know if I could do inside the arch. People were describing it to me,
yeah,
and my palms were sweating, so I don't know if I'd go in, but it'd be nice to be
yeah,
right at the base looking up.
yeah. I don't like. I don't say I don't like it. It just seems like every time I go somewhere that has like those. We went to see the arch. We didn't even try to go inside. And I was just kind of like when I went to the Niagara Falls, we went up in the giant skyline tower, and you pay this ridiculous amount of money to go up, and you get to the top, and you're there, and you're like, okay, I'm here. Now what do I do? And you're sitting there for like 3 minutes, and then you go, and now and you're like
Yeah,
$60 poorer. So I tend to avoid those type of attractions. I like to go
yeah,
and look at the stuff, but
right.
that stuff. So we did that show. My wife and I the year that I was laid off, and we drove over to see the arch, and
Nice.
yeah, so it was nice.
Yeah.
The park that it's in is beautiful, so it's really nice. But
Yeah, I would not recommend. I would look at what baseball game's getting out and not go there. Not don't go anywhere
right,
near it. Don't make our mistake. Michael's asking, would we all go for the Dallas Pen Show? Dallas Pen Show is on my list. It's kind of right up there with
yeah,
Chicago. Those are, like, the top 2 that I really, really wanna get to. Dallas might be slightly tough because I know it's I think it's right after Orlando. Um, so it might be a
Yeah,
quick turnaround, but I would absolutely love to go to Dallas, and they went from 2 to 4 days this year, so
yeah,
it should
that's,
be a massive show this
that'll
year.
be interesting to see how that goes,
Yeah,
with the Thursday, yeah.
yeah,
I don't think there's not another show that does, I mean, you get the weekend trader stuff at, like, DC and stuff, but,
right,
I don't think anyone else does a,
4 days.
Thursday, like, open. So that will be, it'll be a good experiment to see how it takes. Um, so we could just sit back and watch from a distance and judge them, right? And I'm sure they'll do fine. That's a good show.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I hear
I
great
have
things,
like
so
I kind of have a long short list of ones I want to do. Mine are more obviously sales driven though, not just because I want to see that show. Like for me to just people will be like, "Why don't you just come and hang out?" And it's just like, But if I'm here, why don't I just get a table and sell some stuff?" And, so it's sort of
that's
like,
just, like, money being lost.
right, right. So my lists kind of are, in no particular order. PNW, uh, the California show, Dallas. I'd like to go back to Atlanta. I'd like to go back to Chicago. Those are probably the big ones, maybe Colorado. Colorado's sort of a little lower on my list, not for any particular reason, but, just sort of when I think of shows I wanna do that's not one of the top ones, but it's de not one I wouldn't do, but and then, there's a bunch of smaller shows too, that, um, I don't know if I'd consider them or not, depending, 'cause, with the distance you have to travel to some of them
Right,
for what you're going to, be able to make while you're there, for me, is a little bit, scary.
yeah,
I only lost money at one show, so, but, I was still at a pen show all weekend, so how bad could it be? But,
right.
um
Dallas was actually the number 1 show people asked me if I was going to go to it last year, and
Okay.
so far it's been the number 1 show this year so far as well, with people asking if I was gonna go. So, there must be something in Dallas, some kinda magic in Dallas. We'll see. I think it might be too tight this time, but,
Yeah.
um
Yeah, like you said, like, every month, boom, 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 and then now with the stationary shows popping up too, which obviously, you're really
Mhm,
into that side of the hobby too, so,
mhm.
yeah, you just go every weekend, you know?
Yeah, we're going to Orlando bright and early tomorrow for the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. It's taking
Oh,
over our convention center, the Orange County Convention Center, which, if you've never been, I was at a
mhm.
convention there in college, and we went to a hotel that was attached to the convention center. I kid you not, we walked 2 miles just to get to the show floor from our hotel. It's
Wow.
insanely massive. It's
And they're
probably
using pretty much the whole thing?
I don't know. It says 1 floor, 1 concourse, so I
Okay,
know they've added on a bunch to it. So it'll be really interesting to see what it became and where it is. On Facebook, if you go to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, they were doing Facebook Lives today, and
okay.
just the waiting seemed massive. And they're doing
Wow.
classes, and I think the shopping floor is different than the classes workshop floor, which is different than where you could just hang out and scrapbook. So get the lay of the land tomorrow and actually have a video from that. And it should be pretty crazy. That's I've only done little craft fest with stationery, so
Yeah,
this
well,
seems like a
next
different
time
take.
we sit down, you'll have to give us a review
Yeah,
of it. Well,
absolutely.
you'll probably be doing one of your YouTube videos too, I'm sure,
Yeah.
um, about the show too, so
Yep. So look for Instagram posts from me throughout the day tomorrow. I'll try to post something, couple photos. So that'll be fun to kind of walk around and see what's there. And just that stamps in the title. I think I have to go home with a stamp packet or 2. That's what I
right?
think. I
See,
think
see what they have as far as, like, stamp makers too. That'd be
that's
kinda interesting. That's something
absolutely.
that, starting to get more of a market for the show vendors. I have a little
Yep.
stamp with my older logo on it. I wouldn't mind getting something with, one of my newer ones. I have a second option on my table, but,
I will
um,
definitely look out for that. I'm gonna bring my own stamps that are just the self-inking stamps if anyone wants to use them. Um, I don't know how that works, if it's the same as a pen show or not, so it'll be
yeah,
interesting to compare and contrast the shows as
yeah.
well. So,
S
it'll be
eh,
quite wild.
so
And
how's your quest for 1,000 on, Instagram going?
oh, so close. I'm so close. It
Good,
keeps
good.
jumping up 4, going down 7, jumping up
Yeah, you're
10,
right.
going down 5.
I think sometimes what happened because you see all these ones that left, and I hope is like ones that like they're just scrolling through and they accidentally
Right.
you know, click the
Yeah.
follow thing and then click it off
Yeah.
because you look at it, it's like, what did I do?
That's right. And once I'm over 1,000, I'm gonna do a big giveaway that Joe with
Nice.
Florida Fountain Pens providing, Esterbrook, um, journaling kit, pen, a notebook. So I can't wait to be able to promote that once I cross that threshold of 1,000. I mean,
Well,
I can't believe I'm almost there now. So it's very exciting. And you just hit 5,000. Congrats.
yeah, yeah, that was a big event for me, and I gave away a choice of anything off my website that wasn't Oprah uh,
Nice.
and And I don't wanna say I was disappointed because they got what they wanted, but they chose a nib holder, and I'm like, "That's, like, the most inexpensive thing I have," which is kinda nice 'cause I didn't have to, invest a lot into it, but yeah, I
Yeah.
was, and, that's what it's about, getting what you want, really, but,
Right.
I was like I was ready to, like, be, handing over $300 pen
What's
and,
the right, what's the most expensive pen I can get?
right, sort of scrolling through, sort by price, low highest to
Uh,
lowest.
right.
Um
Oh, thank you, Doug. Doug just became number 990. Awesome. And thank you so
Excellent.
much for
Anyone else
watching.
out there, please go over and follow Tony on Instagram. Give him
We're so
your
close. And then
give
I could do
give him
live
your at.
stream. That's right.
It's
FIC_Tony. And then I could do live streams on Instagram as well.
yeah,
Because it makes you wait till you have 1,000.
yeah. So we'll have to experiment more with doing two people if we can do it. How well the two-person one maybe works on Instagram because I'm thinking maybe two because I obviously have over 1,000 now. But if I host it over there, maybe people will automatically click on you, and like,
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
and follow. So we could try that next.
Yeah.
So, and we also want to try get me working over here, but I'm kind
Right.
of inconsistent on my YouTube, and so and I'm just not really set up well for it. So most of my stuff is just like shop stuff. So I don't know, you know, how much some of the pen people like that, some of them don't.
Yeah.
But it's very inconsistent. But if you'd like to follow me, I'd appreciate it. But I can't say other than these how much I'll be doing. It's just because as you and Ruben both know, it's very time consuming just to set up for stuff like that.
Yep.
And I'm just usually when I get down to the shop, I'm just like in a rush. I got to get this made, and so it's not that often that we have time to just really set up and narrate something, or so we'll see how it goes. But maybe I'll just start doing some live stuff while I'm making
That'd be
pens and
awesome.
let people watch me make pens if they want to, and but I just won't be able to interact because I can't read the comments and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, maybe that's
but
our future live stream is I fly to you and answer the comments while you work.
perfect. Who's paying for that airfare?
Well, maybe we need a sponsor.
Yeah, there we go. Sponsored by Florida Fountain Pen. Where's Joe at?
I'm sure Joe would love that.
Yeah, right.
There you go. You can make an Oprah X as a series. There you go.
Very good.
That'd be awesome. And then I was able to get one from you. This I bought in September,
Oh
but
yeah.
then you just helped me
Right,
out with
right.
my 1.1 stub because I was driving myself nuts with a double broad. I will eventually get it ground, but not anytime in the future. Uh, I'm hoping maybe Atlanta because Mark Bacchus will be there, and our
Yeah.
friends Tiante and Steve have got a lot of grinds from him, and I don't have a grind from him. I liked a couple that he did, but I absolutely love what you did with this. This one got me. This was my September driving to the Keys to wrap up Florida Fountain Pen, Orlando Pen Show stuff, and this got me just driving down the Keys. That's I shouldn't be stuck in the car with my phone for 6 hours. Get myself into trouble.
Did we show you what bricks I had made this week? I can't remember. I
No.
think we did. No, okay.
No, we didn't show me
Yeah,
yet.
because Ruben said something about the oat bricks that kind of reminded me. I
Yeah.
got this one here I made. This one's
Ooh.
kind of it's called fruit palm tree, but when I was making it, like kind of really hit me with a St. Patty's Day vibe, and I was
Oh,
like,
definitely.
so I had to post it, and someone actually messaged me and asked if it was available, and of course it is. It was, so they purchased it. It'll ship out. It's going to
Mm.
Budapest, which is
Wow.
really cool. So they bought another couple pens off me too, but I didn't realize it was the same person because the other ones were just direct online purchases.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Budapest, Hungary is kind of really cool. And
Wow.
then
That's gonna be a
and
traveling pen.
right? And then this is the other one I made. That last one was my Elliott model. This is my Slim Westwood, cherry red or cherry lovers, depending on what they call it this week. Is the body, and the cap is the sakura pink, and then the opposite side I put a little finial on each of them of the other color, and it has
Beautiful.
the cherry red section. So
Wow.
that one is available. If anyone again, that only through a direct message on Instagram or email right now, until I can get them loaded on my website. I usually wait till I have about 10 to 15 pens, cleaned and put aside before take an evening down to what's it called? Before I take them down to take them over and take all my pictures at once and upload them. So
That
it's
makes
just it's
sense.
hard to do them one at a time, and then
Yeah.
just getting the setup and everything. I'm surprised
Absolutely.
I still have lights in here. I,
You're on borrowed time.
yeah, I got this. I got my little light here. If we turn it off, it's like, oh, what happened to Rich? Yeah, but we could do it in the dark. We could do it in the dark too, if we have to. Well, I could still. People won't have to look at my ugly mug. We might get more people on here.
Right. And which model was this that you made me?
That is my fine view model. That's the
Fine.
only one that I have that has a clip.
Wonderful.
Um,
I love the clip on
so,
this one.
yeah, we're
Perfect.
working on another clip pen, but it's kind of a indeterminate timeline right now. So we're working on having a not off the shelf clip for it. So I have somebody helping me with a 3D mock up of the CAD drawn because I can't do any of that. I
Yeah.
just I could turn on a lathe and run a tool across it, and that's about the extent of my talents.
I try to minimize whatever software programs I have to use. If I have to learn more software, it's just not I don't wanna do it.
Uh,
Photoshop is enough for
Chan-
me.
Chanel asked what the brand of my light is. That is actually a Ryobi battery powered shop light. When I used to do the art shows, I bought a Ryobi battery powered fan because you're outside and it's like 95 degrees. So it's this little tiny fan about this thing, but it blows so much air. So I would like and being like only this big, I would like just carry it around with me and put it on the table next to me while I was talking to people. So it was like just blowing on me constantly. And then at night, I had two of those lights that I had like some more decorative type lights, but I
Yeah.
had those kind of shining right on my products to really light them up. So
Wow.
that's a Ryobi light, and I have a bunch of it's that Ryobi One series that they have the drills and all that stuff too, and so that's what that is.
Very nice. I see Michael's in the chat. Michael, I have my Orlando Pen Club shirt. I see you were at the meeting. Ruben and I were not. We were at Baltimore.
Yeah,
Yep.
for shame, for shame.
I know we have our annual barbecue pen club meeting coming up in April. Michael, I hope to see you there. So
Maybe I
we'll
could get
see.
a special invite or something.
There you go.
I could eat some
A
barbecue,
special guest. That's right. We have
right?
our barbecue
I'll bring
master
pens.
Steve doing the hot dogs and hamburgers. And it's a fun time by all.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. It's a
And
very fun. Everyone brings food except the one year that everyone forgot ketchup and mustard and we had to go out and get it because how do you even eat hot dogs and hamburgers without that?
oh, I could manage.
So that was quite fun, but it's definitely a nice time to relax and catch up with everyone.
Yeah,
So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a lot of people for it.
yeah. Ruben likes a plain hot dog. See, he's all right.
There you go.
I
Some
mean, it's
people
not my
begin to
favorite,
like.
but I'm not one to turn. As you could tell, I'm not one to turn down a lot of food. So
There you go. There was some amazing food that people were bringing in. Pasta
what?
salad, amazing food people brought. Pasta salad,
Yeah,
potatoes, desserts. It was incredible. Now Ruben's just going crazy. So that's right. We hit Bucky's what, 6 times in the week of Baltimore? 3, yep. And we
same ones.
could have, I think, did we hit the same ones? Yeah, I guess same 3 up and same 3 down. We could have hit a 4th,
Did the
but
inventory change like from each visit, or
no, it went down if anything because I don't have them on
because
me.
Ruben was there?
That's yes. They have new stickers. I'll have to grab you some for Triangle. They're actual like stamps. They're stamp design and it's a collector's series. And they sell a notebook that you're supposed to put them in and then write next to it, but I'm just gonna be keeping them in a book.
So it's like a passport type thing.
In a way, yeah.
So
Yeah.
every Buc-ee's you stop at, they have their own stamp.
Yep. For that location.
Yeah, they do that up here at the our state parks.
Oh, they do?
They have like little stamps that you could stamp your book, or they have like
Oh,
ones that they pre-stamp some too.
yeah.
So if you don't have a book, you could take it with you and start one. And so if you like into like hiking or visiting all the state parks, you can go through and like set up your little passport of all the
Right.
parks.
That's
But
awesome. And
so you
Dave's
could do that
signing
with
out.
Bucky's.
Bye, Dave Dollar. Thank you
Bye,
for
Dave.
joining
Thanks for
us.
coming.
Um,
Beaver Nuggets.
Michael, I actually do have 2 stamps now. You'll have to come for April. I do have 2
You have a
stamps.
stamp?
I have 2 stamps. I have the self-inking stamps.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I have.
yeah. So I do
Well,
have
you got to
them.
bring it to the shows and put it on Joe's table.
I did.
Why
Did you
didn't I
not
see
see them,
this?
Rich?
I'm standing on the back side of your table. All I see is like the back of Joe's head, and
Joe had one too. Ruben made Joe one. Ruben made 2 for me. I will bring
yeah,
them to Triangle. They
all
will
right.
make it to Triangle.
I need to
Oh,
get. I have my little pen journal I keep on my table at the shows for people to write stuff and such. But I need to start my own.
yes.
Just because everyone always stops by, like they'll give you a sticker or
Yeah,
this or
absolutely.
that, and yeah, so I really should start my own. Um, so yeah, it's kind of No, but I don't think anyone even wrote in it in Baltimore this year other than testing my inks.
Oh.
Um, so I was kinda, like, a little disappointed, but, I'll get over it, but a little tear and
You gotta leave detailed instructions in front of it,
right, we get a
and then
big
tell everyone to
billboard
read
with
it.
neon signs flashing and
Yes.
like Adolphus has with his,
Right.
thing that
He
spins.
didn't have that in Baltimore, did he? I don't
No,
think
he
he
did
had that.
not. So,
He was missing out in Baltimore. Maybe he'll have it for
I he didn't
Triangle
have
or
his lights.
Atlanta.
I think he might have forgot them.
That's
He didn't have
possible.
it because he has some pretty bright
Oh,
lights for at his table. I don't remember seeing them.
oh.
Um,
Well, hopefully for Atlanta, he'll bring them, and I'll
Michael
maybe
wants a custom stamp. We're
that's
making
right.
you money here, Ruben. So look at this. So it's one sale after another.
And then, of course, the beaver nuggets. Yeah, I was passing out beaver nuggets on Saturday, I wanna say, to
Yeah,
people in the lobby in Baltimore, so that
yeah,
was a lot of fun.
good. Then people
Yes,
get distracted easy.
absolutely. Stamps. And the stamps that Bucky has, it's a sticker stamp. I'll have to get you one for Triangle or
Okay.
shoot you a photo of it. But they had charms as well. So I was putting charms, bought the charms to throw on my traveler's journal. Are you still using your traveler's journal? Or just
Um, it is, but it's really mostly just for Um, it's on my desk. I thought it was on my desk here. The only thing I use that one for is for all the shows I do. I just like rate my flight confirmation number, my hotel confirmation number. Just more of a so I could open my book to say, did I book my room? Did I get my flight? That kind of stuff.
that's smart.
Because
Yeah, just to
obviously,
have it
like
on you.
the biggest fear is that you like book two hotel rooms or something accidentally because you forgot. Um, for a whole nother review day soon enough. I got my little Bucky
Yeah.
thing here that you dropped off for
Yep.
me. I didn't look at it real close. Is this a
It is a
sticker or is this
sticker.
just something
Yeah,
that
it's a
hangs?
sticker.
Okay, because I saw the little hole there and I'm like, I didn't notice that before. I'm like, is that just like a
I
hang
mean, you
thing or
could, but yeah, it's a
yeah,
sticker. It's a really nice sticker, actually. It's almost like the vinyl ones.
yeah, it's like the Florida Buckies.
Yeah,
So yeah, I just ordered some new stickers with the logo Ruben did for me that I posted on Instagram today, the little simplified one.
oh, that's
The
awesome.
the RC and the ink splat, and
Yeah,
then with River City Pen Company, River City Pen Co. Written to the side of it. So I'll have some little 2.5-inch stickers like that. So it'll be a different one.
that's awesome.
So that those will be kind of on my table at the shows. And when people buy pens, I usually give them a sticker too. Just when I mail the pen, I throw a sticker in there. Or
That's
sometimes I have
awesome.
magnets,
Yep.
whatever I could get a
Coasters.
good.
I still have your coaster.
Yeah, I still have a few of those coasters. I just found a few actually. Um, there was a bag in my one case that I take to all the pen shows. I'm like, what the heck is in this bag? And there's like 10 coasters. We gave away a bunch of them in Baltimore. I thought I got rid of the last of them. They weren't as big of a hit as I thought they would be, but
I
whatever.
love mine.
Um,
I have one from
yeah,
you and Dave Dollar, so I bring those to all the shows with me.
okay,
Although I do drink an insane amount of tea during the shows to get through, so that could be part of it.
yeah,
Why I
right.
love to use coasters.
Tea, right?
Yes, yes. Until it becomes a hot toddy after a
You
certain
right
hour.
after lunch,
Uh, but
and then
I
so
actually have an insane amount of tea usually with me at shows, and
yeah,
someone didn't believe me, and I pulled out this entire gallon Ziploc bag of tea, and I was like, "What would you like?"
yeah. Uh,
It's
so
great.
speaking of shows, give me the list of all the ones that you and Ruben will be at,
Oh
both
my.
with Joe as well as like on your own.
So right now we would go from Atlanta to Little Craft Fest to Florida
Mhm.
Stationery Fest to Triangle to St. Louis to Nothing in July now because Miami moved to September. So then it'd
because
be
of the
DC
soccer World Cup.
because of FIFA. Yeah, that's gonna take over Miami.
Yeah,
I don't want to be anywhere near that side of the coast during that time. And then DC and Orlando. So we'll see. I
okay.
would love to try to fit in Empire for even a day, just fly up. Um, we'll see. We'll see what else I can squeeze in there. I was so happy I was able to fit in Ohio last year. So
Yeah,
miracles do happen.
yeah, right. Um,
Pen
yeah,
miracles.
for I think for me, next is Triangle, and then another small break but then I do DC, San Francisco, and Orlando, and that's like the first week of the first DC is the first weekend in August. Then I think I'm home for I can't remember 2 or 3 weekends, and then San Francisco is the Labor Day weekend,
Wow.
and then and then back, and then Orlando is like 2 weekends after that. So
Yep.
that's just, for me. That's just after Triangle. It's kind of just like nose to the grindstone until I'm done with San Francisco, and then I also do Ohio, and then again I signed up for. I got 2 tables at Empire this year, so
Wow. So you'll
yeah.
be
So
crazy
it's
busy second half.
yeah, as usual. So
Yep. Yeah, San Francisco is another show I would love to go to. I heard amazing things with San Francisco.
yeah, it's a real they that's a very well put together show. They
Yeah.
do a really nice job. They yeah, it's a lot going on, both during and after hours. There's a lot like some local groups that do their own kind of things in the evenings
That's
that you
awesome.
but that you can go down to if you want.
Yeah.
Um, they have a They have a happy hour kinda thing the one night
Mhm.
at the one bar. There's it's like 2 hotels that are across the parking lot from each other. The
Right.
Westin, which is the show the hotel's in, and then across the parking lot is the Aloft. The Westin is more like your a traditional hotel, and the Aloft is a little bit more modern. They have kind of the happy hour thing at the Aloft on I think it's Saturday night they do that. Um,
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, but it's very well attended. I don't think like square footage wise it's as big as DC, but it's a very busy show every day.
Just the amount
Um,
of people I'm sure that come through.
yeah, and even Sunday is a pretty strong crowd for a Sunday.
Yeah.
There's most of I don't say most, but a lot of the shows like Sunday is the people that have traveled in and they're kind of waiting for their flights to leave and they're kind of getting their last minute shopping in, buying a few last items, saying goodbye to all their friends,
Yeah.
and they're not like super busy, but that one is more so than most. As was Philly this year.
Wow.
Was a pretty strong Saturday, and somebody told me. Jason Olson from Right Turns told me that the California show this year Sunday was a really good day for him. I don't know if it was for everyone, or if he just had some nice sales, but
Right.
didn't really talk that deeply about it. But he said Sunday was a nice day there.
Yeah.
In comparison to like some of the other shows.
Yeah.
But that's good because by Sunday you need a little bit of a break anyways, and you're just sort of like
Yeah.
your voice is gone and you
You are.
for
Yes.
talking all
Yeah.
weekend, and a lot of
That's
people
a
lost their voice in Baltimore. Did you
yes.
notice that?
I lost my voice last year in Baltimore. I was really
Okay.
struggling. This year I did pretty good, but I downed a bunch of tea and honey. That's a great
Yeah.
segue. Shannon asks, you guys have any tips to survive the pen show since you're both pros and go to so many in a row? Baltimore is always a weird show just because I haven't done shows in so long that it's kind of like getting thrown into the deep end and you either sink or swim. It kind of you build believe it or not, you do build up a tolerance, I think. And what really
Yeah.
helped me is having water. I always carry water with me, and I always carry snacks, and if I need to just sit for a few minutes, I do it. And also having a bag just for the show floor. So, I have my Tylenol, I have my pens in there, a notebook in there, and different things that I would want just for the show floor. I think that has helped a huge amount. I have my business cards, my stickers, buttons. So, I think that that has definitely helped me.
Yeah, I could see that. It's not something I do, but I could
Yeah,
definitely see how that would be nice.
yeah,
But again, everything I need's in my cases, so I'm a
yeah,
little different position. But I do have a bag I bring downstairs every day, but it's more
yeah,
like my note, my I like the spiral notebooks
yeah,
for like just show related stuff because once the show's over, it's stuff I don't care to keep, and I
right,
just rip it out and throw it away. I have my usually have my tablet in there in case for some reason I'm having difficulty with my connection on my phone. I can't do my point of sale off my phone. I could get my tablet out uh, and odds and ends like that. Like all my stickers and all my buttons are on my table and they're in cases. So I don't need that.
right,
Um, but but we like to when we do the shows is especially the ones that we drive to is to like get our lunch stuff and keep it in our room.
yeah,
So like we do sandwiches and stuff like that. We don't order
right,
lunch. And then just whenever we get hungry, if I'm by myself, I'll usually have the sandwiches and stuff made in the morning in my fridge, and I'll just ask someone to wash my table, and I'll run up and grab it. But if Audrey's there with me, she'll run out, then she'll actually just make them right then and bring them back down while I work the table myself. And but
that's smart.
lots have a water bottle. Some shows have coffee, some don't. So kind of keep your eyes out if there's coffee
Yep,
available. If you drink coffee, I mean
yes.
it's nothing fancy. It's just coffee with cream and sugar. But
I did not see hot water at Baltimore. That
no, they
was,
did
like,
not have hot water, it
the
was just
biggest
coffee and
thing.
decaf.
And last year, no matter how hard I tried, I could not get hot water. This year, they were much better with it, but I brought my tea kettle with me. I was making tea and bringing it down. I have a tea wallet I bring on site with me anywhere and everywhere, and I have a small, like, tea Yeti. That's not like the
Okay,
gigantic 32 ounces that I'm putting hot tea in. And
right,
that's really helped. It just the small little travel Yeti and tea bags were
right.
awesome. And then, yes, Michael, I do have a video about Pen Show prep that people keep reciting to me. I really should rewatch it. 'Cause I know I said to bring a loop. I've been using loops when I'm looking at pens, and
Yeah,
I need to do that even more. I actually brought a vintage pen to Richard Binder during, Baltimore to fix the nib. Paladin Penco had fixed it beautifully, but the nib, still should have been looked at, he said, because it was someone really beat it up, sadly.
hmm.
Uh, but thank God between the 2 of them, they were able to bring it back to life, which was awesome. And then
Other
yeah,
things to do, definitely wear comfortable shoes because you're gonna be on your feet all day.
yep,
Think about that, walking around the show, like I said snacks, water. If there's something you really want, like if it's a one of a kind or a limited edition and you've really been eyeing it up, go get it first. That'd
yeah,
be a recommendation. Otherwise, I usually suggest to people that, make sure you walk around and look at everything first,
right.
and then make your decisions.
I
Again,
remember at Atlanta last year, some guy had his hands in his pocket, and I was like, "You wanna touch the pen?" He's like, "No, no, no. I do this once, I keep my hands in the pocket, I walk around once so I don't buy anything, and then I'll go and
y-
buy." I was like, "That's really smart. If I had the self-control, I would do that." But I don't.
yeah,
Uh,
but you always have people that come by and say, "Oh my gosh, I love this, but I don't have any, I've already blown my budget." And it's like, and you're only like a third of the way through the show.
right.
And so, a
There's
little
always
self
that.
control good. But, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes that's the one I want and I got to have it now. And I get it. Um, pens are definitely for a large part impulse items. And so,
Right,
sometimes when it's going to make you happy to have it, just get it and be happy. And But yeah, like I said, take your time, take breaks.
Yes.
we're there all day.
Yeah.
Uh, go up to your room, go out in the lobby, sit down.
Yep.
DC even has like a special room that you can go to that's kind of like a quiet room for.
That's
So if
nice.
you're like really like overly stimulated by large crowds, you can kind of go if you aren't staying at the hotel, then you can go to that room and sort of kind of unwind a little bit. So they do
That's
have that
awesome.
there. I
I'll have
don't think
to
other shows do, but that's a pretty busy
no.
show.
That's a massive
Um,
show, yeah. I'll have to check that out this year and
yeah, I'm pretty sure
or
they
see what
still
it
do
is.
that. But why is
Also
Ruben never on camera? Ruben's not on camera because he looks like me. You know, we, we
Ruben
try to
prefers
avoid
behind the
cameras.
panels.
Yeah, no, we appreciate Ruben's work over there. He does a great job for us.
Absolutely.
And
Ruben's ready to fall asleep. And then we have
any,
will any pens with M, hey, will anyone in Atlanta have your pens?
no, I generally don't send my pens to shows with people. The reason why I am doing it with Dave at the Little Craft Fest is because of it's more of a experiment just to see how my items are received at a more of a stationary type event, because though there is a lot of crossover, there is a lot of not crossover also, and I'm sort of trying to gauge if these type of events are something I want to do or not, and so having those items there and if they sell or if they don't would be a good benchmark as to is this the right crowd for me. Again, I know there is crossover, but there's a good portion of that community too that are they're more into the felt markers and the paints and the washies and stuff, and not so much the fountain pens. So,
Right.
and I just don't have a real good grasp on how much of a where that line is,
Yeah.
and so this will kind of at least give me the idea of is this going to be for me, but unless generally speaking, unless I'm doing a project for somebody to sell for their business, people aren't going to have my stuff at the shows unless it's a secondhand one. I know like a few times Kirk Spear has bought collections from people, and a couple of my pens were in it, and he had those, of course, and of course he's going to sell them and have them out available. But I
Yeah.
but most of the time don't do that. I do a little bit of consignment with Joe at Florida Fountain Pen. Um, I'm going to send some of my nib holders with Lauren up to the
Yoseka?
Yoseka
Nice.
Stationery Fest to see how they do up there too, because that's a lot closer to me, and I'm considering possibly doing that next year, not this year. Um, I could catch a train from Pittsburgh to New York for about $80, so
Wow.
it's cheaper than driving, and it's cheaper than flying, and it lets me out right in the city, so I could just jump on the subway and get to wherever I need to go.
That's
Um,
awesome. I wish we had that down
so
here.
yeah, I've only been in New York City once, but it was like
Once?
for a week, and you could get
Uh-huh.
literally anywhere you want on that subway, or once it
Yes.
crosses the river, it turns into a train.
Yes.
Uh, we went all the way out to Coney Island one day from Manhattan,
Yep.
and went down on the beach and stuff.
I
So
miss being able to
it's some.
either walk or just take the subway or taxi everywhere. It was amazing just to be able to hop on and especially when you're tired and you could just hop on a subway and not have to worry about driving home and in the dark,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. I miss it. Chanel put, Rich, curious what your favorite part of the pen making process is?
Hmm, that's a good question. Um, I mean, I would probably say the stage where I'm actually like shaping my pens into their final, you know, this is what they're going to look like. 'Cause that's there. Unlike I don't say unlike a lot, but a large portion of the makers like my size. they're doing, everything on their metal lathes. Some of them have
Mm.
CNCs, of course, which kinda does a lot of the actually cutting and stuff through programming. Um, and I'm still kinda like I do a good bit on my metal lathe, but I like to do my shapes on my wood lathe where I'm actually, holding the tool and shaping them. So that's kind of my real creative part of the process. So I think that's probably the part I like most. But that part of the process also involves all the sanding and the polishing, which is monotonous too. So, but the actual shaping of the pens and such is kind of probably my favorite part. But it's probably also like the smallest part of the whole process too. So, unfortunately,
Small joys.
so what was it? Pens with M's asked or says, Yoseka also has a whole glass pen component, yeah, to the event too, um, which I think makes it feel more pen focused too. Yeah. Um,
I can't wait to see
it-
what all the stationery fests do this year and what they have, and Yoseka took a year off, so now we'll really
yeah,
see a
she
difference.
had a baby last year, I
Yeah.
think.
Yep.
Um, Pens with M's, do you go to the Osaka show? Did you go to the Osaka show when you were when they had it a couple years ago? You could type your answer there when you we'll keep an eye out for it if you're still with us.
And I think we'll be rounding down. We got oh, and then Chanel said, "Very cool. Love hearing about it." It's always interesting to hear because everyone's process is slightly different, or they do different
Yeah,
things, or they like different things as part of the
yeah. I
process.
think I don't know if he still does, but Bart with Zodiac, he makes his entire pen or did on the wood lathe.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know if he still does that or not. If he got a metal lathe or not. I haven't really talked to him a lot about that.
Carolina's
Recently, was that?
Triangle's his home show, right? Is Bart's?
No, he doesn't do Triangle, even though it's pretty close to him.
I
He
can't. He was at Baltimore.
he is a Yeah, he was at Baltimore.
I wonder if.
He was at California and Baltimore
Oh,
this year,
nice.
and I'm not sure what his next show is. I think he might be doing Atlanta. That's pretty close to him too.
Nice.
I think he's near Charlotte or Charleston,
Okay.
one of the two. I can't remember. So he's down in the Carolinas, but
Nice.
and then Jason Neal Penworks. He uses a wood lathe too, but he's not, he doesn't do the volume of that, a lot of us do, but, he makes some really nice stuff. I think
Right.
he's still just on a wood lathe.
Wow. That's fantastic. I always love hearing this because, yeah, everyone does it different. And then Dwayne says, full list of vendors and classes will be available very soon. Classes soon, vendors very soon after it. Um, but we have a great roundup of classes and vendors. I'm really excited. The Casa Japan and Washi Station and Itoya is our title sponsors, so that's really exciting. Um, make sure you follow our Instagram. We'll be updating that and should be having a video soon about what will be offered at Florida Stationery Fest. And also we have some Atoya goodies for weekend holders that we'll be sharing, and it's going to be a fun event. And we'll be doing some night events too. So yeah, just be watching our Instagram. We got a lot of announcements coming up.
What's what would you say the biggest differences between the, pen shows and the stationery shows, other than the product themselves? The experience and the whole experience.
I think it's more stationery. From what I've seen, the stationery fests are more journal centric, almost to the point of scrapbooking. But then there's
Okay.
that scrapbooking is an older term, if you will,
Yeah,
like those 12 by
sure.
12 books that people put construction paper in. And now you have the newer breed of like the junk journals and different way to collage and paint and draw with it. where the pen shows are still more writing focused. That's the biggest difference I see. But then you have the people, it's kind of interesting because then you have the people in the middle, like kind of Ruben and I, we love doing the junk journal. We love writing. I have notebooks that I do commonplace and different notes. And so it's a weird crossover overlap. Um,
Now explain to me what commonplace means. I'm kind of a
so commonplace dates back like to Michelangelo, apparently, where you would keep a notebook and everything you would want in it. So, like, you read a book and you love a quote, so you put that in that book. And then you
okay,
have an idea for a new pen, you would put that in that book. And it would just be a place to keep
a
all your
common place
thoughts.
for all your thoughts
Yes.
and things you like.
But then it could get crazier, like how I have mine set up, where I have a book, a commonplace book, just for one specific film director, but I have 4 of them. So I love Jane Campion, I love her films. I have a book just of hers that if I watch a documentary, I've been reading books of hers, um, watched an interview on YouTube, anything like that, any information or read a newsletter, I can have it all in one book. So then I could just take that book to a coffee shop and go over it and find inspiration from it. So it's pretty nice. And I kind of do the same thing with the books I read. I underline different phrases and then sometimes I'll expand on what I think. And then I just have that whole notebook of all the books I've read and all my favorite quotes.
Okay.
So
So
it can,
what notebooks do you like?
oh, too many.
What are you using for like most of your journals, or is it kind of all over the place?
I don't have it on me. I have you were talking about spiral. You would love this. It's a Maramun spiral. And I think
Okay.
it's 5 by 8 or 6 by 8.
Okay.
I'll have to share that with you and maybe post it in the community. And then I love these little, Clairefontaine books. I have
Oh,
these
I love their paper.
everywhere. Yeah, I have them everywhere, and I love this size. And I got this case from Kirk, with
Okay.
Penrose, and it fits really nicely in here.
So that's
It
kind of close to the size of the like the passport size almost.
um,
Close.
it's close. I think I
It's-
have my passport. It's close, but it's still smaller, so this is
yeah.
that's my traveler's passport, and this is the Clairefontaine, so, I mean, it's
Okay, so it's a
still small.
little smaller.
Yeah, but, I mean, I bring this guy everywhere. This is my traveler's passport, and I only have their traveler inserts, which is all Midori paper, which I
Right.
absolutely love.
Yeah, their
Um,
paper's pretty nice. This is the one I have here
yeah,
that I keep all my pen show scheduling stuff in. Um, like I said, it's very basic, like I got my receipt from the Triangle Pen Show that says I paid because I paid them through PayPal. Um, like number of tables I got, I pay how much I paid for them, my hotel
that's awesome.
confirmation for the Ohio show last year, that kind of stuff. So it's more just a utilitarian type of
Yeah,
journal, if you will.
you gotta
And
you gotta throw some charms on it. You're lacking charms, Rich.
I need a little Charlie charm or something.
There you go. I'll get you a little
Did you
dog
ever see the little
footprint.
thing I have on my lanyard of the pen shows
No,
that
I don't think I have.
Francisco? All right, so at DC, Francisco Lopez with Heinz has all these little rubber band creatures on his table that his daughter is selling for her soccer. So she makes these to raise some money, like for their trips or whatever they do. Um,
Mhm.
and I was like, could she make one that looks like Charlie? Because I wasn't really going to get one, but I was going to just give her the money, because
Right.
it's really kind of not my thing, but I like supporting kids and their activities because, of course, when I was a kid, I did all those things and people supported me. So,
There
kind
you
of
go. Pay it forward.
pass the torch,
Yeah.
right? So, anyway, so I asked, and so he says, "Give me a picture So I got this little
Oh, how cute.
Charlie that
Oh,
she
that's
made,
awesome.
and
That's
I
so
wear
cool.
that around on my pen show lanyard with my well, my rickshaws with the
That's so
real
fun.
Charlie. This is and again,
Oh,
Ruben did this logo for me, and he actually designed the. We did it to look like a resin pen, you know, with the swirls.
yes.
So so I have that for my pen show lanyard.
That's awesome. There you go. We'll have to I'll make you a little paw for your travelers.
There we
I
go.
keep getting asked about dog charms because I sell these charms at some of the pen
Dogs and
shows.
cats stuff is huge,
It
Tony. You
it
gotta,
always sells.
yeah,
No, it always sells. I gotta make more. It always sells. And
yeah,
then these shells, um,
yeah.
like everywhere, these shells sold out. And the
Good.
elephants. So I found it
Elephants, huh?
interesting that those two were the biggest sellers
Interesting.
that just I couldn't keep them. No matter how many I made, I was selling them, which is awesome, but I didn't think those 2 would be it. And
Yeah.
yes, I do love my blue cover. I took this to a travelers meetup and people were freaking out. I throw it everywhere, so it really gets patinaed. But for a little bit, I guess when people were buying the blue notebook, it was turning out black or green. And this actually looks blue, which is really nice.
I need to break this one out again. This is pretty old at this point, but I don't really
That's really
write a
nice
lot.
though.
So this is a Galen in there. I forget the color, and I forget the. I don't know my notebook sizes that well,
Yeah. Kind of
but
looks like an A5.
yeah, I think that's what it is. And it's just it's the Galen one, and with my
Nice.
little old
Oh,
school Charlie sticker on there. That's what's
nice.
on my stamp. But oh my gosh, I got old business cards in here too. I'll just stick those in the
There you
drawer and
go.
use those.
Yep.
But yeah, I should use this one for my pen show stuff. Um, this is just more just trying out inks and stuff.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll write like a little saying with one of my pens and take a picture for Instagram with the pen on it, you know, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
But and this is the dot grid. But yeah, and then I have this. I got I'm not I'm not good at keeping calendars, but I was determined one year to try to keep a calendar. So I got a I got a Hobonichi planner the one year and ended up using it for about 3 days. And then, but I picked
Nice.
up this is a Galen. It was
Oh, that's
it,
a
it
great
has
color.
it has some scratches on it,
Yeah.
like significant ones on the inside, like almost more like a cut almost, but not through.
Yeah.
And yeah, that doesn't bother me though. So because mine obviously, you know, I use you can see like the coffee cup rings on here.
There you go.
So I use it for a coaster.
Just
Uh,
just adds more
I
character.
like that. I like that worn leather patinaed look. Um, so I could probably find a notebook that would fit in here and put a new one in here too. And I could this would be a good size one for like my pen show stuff.
Yeah.
Um, that this one here is a little bigger than I like, but it's nice for at the house though, you know.
Right. Yeah. And it makes sense if you're doing like the writing samples with your pens. That one definitely makes more sense to having
Yeah,
big
and it's
extras.
just more random. Like when I get something new, I just want to try it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll wake up a pen and try it out just to see what it looks like. But it's not really, it's not something I save once it's full. I
Yeah.
throw it away. You know,
Yeah.
same with my pen show stuff. Once it's full, I'll just pitch the old one. I don't. I'm not like a collector of at least that kind of stuff. It's
Yeah.
just I mean if I did a pen show one, I would keep that, but not for that type of more utilitarian.
Yeah, I forgot. I think it was Orlando last year. People were uh handing around notebooks and having people like sign and write in them and people were putting stamps and stickers and
Oh, yeah?
washi, and I really wanna do that for one of the shows this year. Maybe I'll do it at Orlando this year. It was a really cool
Yeah,
keepsake to pass that around and
yeah.
see
That's what I'm trying to
if we
accomplish
can
with
get
the
it.
one on my table,
Yeah,
but it's just it's there and people will write in it, but
yeah,
it's not like I'm usually too busy to actually ask people to,
yeah.
so they kinda see it and they will. What's funny though is like, I have this stamp on my table of my, my Charlie stamp,
Mhm.
and so many people will, like, pick it up and stamp that book. It's like, "Stamp yours." They're just trying it out. It's like, "Oh
Right,
gosh."
yeah. I don't know. I brought
Uh,
paper down, like, the last hour of Sunday and got a couple stamps, but I was really bad with it at
yeah,
Baltimore. I wanna if in Atlanta, I actually wanna make a point and go around stamping everything because I completely missed it.
yeah,
I missed a lot of them. But do you have any
yeah.
last few thoughts or anyone comments,
No,
questions?
no, n no, I'm just kinda, like, going on now. Does anyone out there have questions?
Last questions for the night? Thank you all for joining us. This is awesome. We've
Yeah,
been
absolutely.
going 80
Appreci
minutes, so that's fantastic. It's always
Wow,
nice
yeah.
catching up with you, Rich. I always love doing this.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
maybe
we're gonna have to do this, a little more regularly maybe.
yeah, and
We'll
maybe
do
we'll do
we'll
one
do one
after
after Atlanta, you could tell me
yeah,
about it.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm hoping to do like a Substack of sorts, maybe just uploading some thoughts and maybe I didn't take as many photos in Baltimore as I wanted to. So hopefully I'll have more photos for Atlanta and be able to put up a couple articles just of my experience at the pen show. But thank you guys. Thank you, Shannon, Michael, Chanel, Dwayne, Pens with M's. Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and if you follow me on YouTube, I would appreciate it, but again, no promises on how much I'll put out there.
And then our second Michael, Baltimore. Michael, great meeting you. Eliza, hey Eliza. Glad to see you at Baltimore too. It was such a fun time. Thank you to everyone that was here and in Baltimore and got to speak with. I had a blast. I think Baltimore was the most people that have come up to me and talked to me. I was in heaven. It was so much fun meeting all of you in person. It's so nice to put the name with a real name and a face. It's always so much fun. And yes, hopefully see you at Little Craft Fest and multiple shows this season. I hope to see you guys all there. And Atlanta's next. So thank you guys.
Yeah, I hope you have a great time in Atlanta. Anyone going to Atlanta, enjoy yourselves. Definitely
Definitely.
stop by Joe's table, see him and Tony and Ruben and Angela.
Yep.
But again, unfortunately, I will not be there, but
We'll miss you.
I'm sure we'll catch up somewhere, and we
Yeah.
always run into each other.
Yep. And then we'll have Triangle too. Be
Yeah,
great. I
the
love
Triangle is
Triangle.
always a fun show. It's a small show, but it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get in trouble with the auctions again. Be a fun time.
Don't
All
just
right.
don't outbid yourself.
That's right. I'll try. I'll try not to. As long as someone's I swear that guy was on the phone, he was raising his hand for someone, but it wasn't. It wasn't that. Maybe I'll wear my contacts and not have that happen. All right, everyone. Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.